Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a cloudy day. The sun hasn't come up over the mountain yet. What I want you to notice here is that we have azaleas in bloom in the last week of July. Would you look at this? Now this bush isn't doing anything, but this one is full. Well, almost full, but look at that color. Now I know that they have azalea bushes now that bloom 2 and 3 times a year. And I don't think these are that sort, because these are old bushes and I think they were planted from before. They got all those fancy ones. Oh, the bee is out this morning. Okay, I'll see if I can get that in closer for you. Now I have to make the observation that I've seen more hummingbirds, at least 3 and maybe 4 at a time, around my hummingbird feeders, a lot more than usual. And I've shared with you that I wasn't at all sure that there was any nectar in my impatiens or geraniums. Oh. So there's a number of bees here. So I'm wondering if the rain has diluted or washed away some of the nectar on these plants. Well, that poor creature is just really working it, isn't he? It's going from one to the next. So what I wanted to share with you is that my hummingbird feeder food is gone down. Nectar has gone down. Of course, they always have favorites, but it's gone down so fast. It's gone through almost 2 full cups in just one of the feeders in maybe 3.5, 4.5 days. See, this is bottle brush, isn't it? And for a young plant, it's been very prolific. And I have no interest in deadheading it. Well, oh, since we're going here, we'll have to check. So you see there's impatiens that have reseeded themselves from last year. So they took their time. I think it's a combination of the heat and the water that we've had. Oh, it looks like there's some coleus that even have reseeded themselves. Would you look at that? I don't think those are ones my brother planted. Now that New Guinea impatient, I don't know. He might have planted that. But that could be a spontaneous coming up. Oh, I put lots of slug bait out here, and look at all the... I mean, I just threw it on these plants. Well, I'll come out and do it again. Look, they've eaten around the buds. Looks like they've even cut off the stems. They've done such an aggressive job. Oh, for heaven's sakes. But coleus are fairly impervious to these things. Oh, this one, you know how proven winners, they don't make seed heads? Well, that one's making a seed head, but you know, it's grown as big as I really want it to be, so I'm not going to take those seeds off. Let's wait and see what happens. Maybe we'll get those to come back next year too. Says I've dipped in wine. Favorite. So here we see These are like lunch plate size. Well, oh, look at the big buds on this one. This plant was about this big when I bought it a couple years ago. So they die back in the wintertime, and they continue somehow or another. Their roots get bigger, and then of course when the plant comes up the next season, it grows up a little bit thicker and a little bit taller. This one certainly has done that. Well, let's go see what the blue hydrangea is doing. Persian blue. Or is it French? It's French blue. Well, some of these stalks are just so heavy with blossoms that just way down. And it's because of the rain. Normally this plant stands up pretty straight, and a lot of these stems are. So it looks like it starts out blue and progresses to this rosy color. Isn't that fun? So this is my garden this morning. Indirect light. Very little direct sun anywhere in the garden during the day. Sometimes 2 or 3 hours of direct sun, because there's an opening in the canopy above us. You can see that opening there in the canopy. It's because of the road. So when the sun crosses from over there up here and sets over there, the garden gets some sunshine. But I'm stunned by the azaleas today. This is the title of our little walk today. I have noticed azalea blossoms at least twice a year on this first plant. I don't remember it for the second one here, the orange one. There's 2 of these orange ones. But this one is just loaded with blossoms. Maybe in the spring it has a bit more than it's got right now, but still, that's pretty spectacular. Oh, here's a view of the hostas down to the impatiens and the coleus. Okay, well, thank you for joining me with our little walk this morning. It's such a pleasure to have somebody to share it with who appreciates a garden. You know, us gardeners, we really love what we're doing, and it fills our heart with joy to see things thrive. And it's fun to share it with somebody. It doubles the pleasure. Okay, thank you so much, y'all. Thank you.